Hello dear friends, I am Mr. Kailas Sontake, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, GS Gawande College, Umarkhed, District Yavatmal, Maharashtra. So in my previous video, we have seen the floral morphology. Now today we will see anatomy of plants. Before studying the anatomy of plant, so we will see the today's learning objectives. So what we will learn today? So today we will see what is anatomy, then we will see what is tissue, and we will again also see the plant tissue overviews, then we will see meristematic tissue. Okay, so these are the learning objectives that we have to learn today. So firstly, you know that every living organism is made up of cells and tissues. So cell is the basic structural and fundamental unit of life. So now if we have to study the plant, we have to take a section of a plant and then we have to observe under it the microscope, and then we will see the which kind of tissue, which kind of cells are there in a plant. So the branch of botany which deal with the study of internal structures of a plant is known as plant anatomy. Again, this plant anatomy is generally known as a phytotomy. So this phytotomy is a general term utilized for the study of internal structures of a plant. Again, there is another branch of botany which deals with the study of tissue is known as a histology. So that is the another branch in which detailed study of the tissue is carried out. So that is the histology. So we will see firstly we will see the term tissue. So what is meant by tissue? So if we see, tissue is a piece of soft and very thin paper that is used specially for cleaning. Is it? No. So it is a general term utilized to a piece of paper that is utilized to clean for the cleaning purpose. But in life sciences or botany, tissue means a group of cell which has a similar origin, function and form. So such group of cell is known as a tissue. If we define or if we see a detailed definition of this tissue is a group of cells of same origin, form and function is called as tissue. Then the next we will see which kinds of tissues are found in a plant. So mainly there are two types of tissues that mainly seen in a plant, that is first one is the meristematic tissue and another is the permanent tissue. So meristematic tissue is a kind of tissue which is in a continuous state of cell division, which divide and redivide and add new cells to the existing cells that leads to the growth of a plant. And the another kind, that is a permanent tissue, which is differentiated from meristematic tissue. So if we see the meristematic tissue, it is again a three types based on the position in a plant body, that is apical meristem, lateral meristem and intercalary meristem. Then the permanent tissue it is again two types, simple and complex. So simple permanent tissue, it is again has a three types known as parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Then the complex tissue, it is again of two types of xylem and phloem. We all know that xylem is a water conducting tissue found in a plant and phloem is food and mineral conducting tissue. So these both xylem and phloem makes a conducting system of our plants. Then we will see it one by one. Firstly we will see the meristematic tissue. So what is meristematic tissue? As I told you already that meristematic tissue is a kind of tissue which is in a continuous state of cell division. So this is a group of cells which have ability to divide and redivide. And these meristematic tissue consists of small cuboidal densely packed cells which keeps on dividing to form some new cells. Then these cells are capable of stretching, enlarging and differentiate into other type of tissues as they mature. And these meristematic tissue give rise to permanent tissue after differentiation process. If we see the types of meristem, so based on the position, the type of meristem, it has a three types. First one is the apical meristem, second one is intercalary meristem and third one is the lateral meristem, that we will see one by one. So first one is apical meristem, which is present at the growing tips of a plant, that is at a root apex and shoot apex, and the main function of this apical meristem is to increase the length of stem and roots. Then the second type is the intercalary meristem, which is present at the base of leaves or internodes. So we know that in stems there is a presence of nodes and internodes, and at the base of this internode, this intercalary meristem is present, which is involved in the enlargement or the increase in length of this internode or longitudinal growth of internode. Then the next type of meristem is the lateral meristem, which is present at the lateral side of a stem and roots. The main function of the lateral meristem is to increase the thickness of a stem and roots. So the apical meristem and intercalary meristem, they are involved in the primary growth, that is increase in the length of a plant, and the lateral meristem, which is involved in the secondary growth of a plant. So these are the three type of meristem based on the position in a plant body. Then in this picture we can see the apical meristem, which is present at the shoot apice or root apice. Then intercalary meristem, which is present at the base of internode, and third one is the lateral meristem, which is laterally present in a stem or roots. So these are the three types of meristem. Then based on the origin, these again meristem is of three types. First one is the promeristem, second one is primary meristem, and third one is the secondary meristem. So based on the origin, this meristem again divided into three types. First one is the promeristem, which is also known as primordial meristem, and this is a group of cells which is originated from embryonic cells, means they are originated from embryonic cells and they are in a again continuous state of division. Then in a plant it occupies small area at the tip of stem, root, it further divide and form a primary meristem. The next type of the meristem is primary meristem, which is arise from promeristem, and this primary meristem forms a permanent tissue. These divide and redivide and form a permanent tissue. It is also present below the promeristem in a root and shoot apices. Then the last type of the meristem is secondary meristem, which is derived from primary permanent tissue or non-meristematic tissue, means those tissue which are differentiated or which are get permanent, which becomes a permanent. From such kind of tissue, this secondary meristem is arise. For example, in plant there is a cork cambium of root, and interfascicular cambium of stem. These are the permanent tissue, but at maturity the secondary growth takes place, and during this secondary growth these core cambium of root and interfascicular cambium divide and increases the girth of a stem. So these are the again types of meristem based on the origin. So we have seen today what is meant by anatomy, then we have seen tissue and its main overview of tissue and its main two types, then we have seen meristematic tissue in detail. Now the remaining part we will see in my next videos. So these are the references I have utilized to prepare this presentation. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.